Alright, what's going on guys, it's Liam here, and in today's video, I am reviewing some of the new level 150 gear. I finished Lemuria today, and I kind of might surf Twitter a little bit to check out some of the other items, but for the most part, I don't really see the point in upgrading from Dragoon or the Uber stuff that you currently have. I know a lot of players have questions about that, but personally, I don't really see the point for most of the items, with few exceptions, like the boots maybe, but we'll get into all the details in the video. Be sure to sub to the channel, guys, if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 500 subs for New Year's, and maybe give the video a like. I've been posting daily now for about three and a half months or so. So yeah, I'd greatly appreciate it, but without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so I'm gonna go over the stuff I got first, and then I think I'm gonna check Twitter, but first thing first is, compare the Dragoon fire hat to the new hat. You lose a bit of damage, keep the same pips, lose 2 accuracy, which I don't think is a big deal for fire. I don't really main fire too much right now, because it is very broken in the current state of PvP. There's a bit of critical, but you gain 3 damage, 4 shads, and a steel charm. So, all things considered, probably about the same damage output, honestly. This one, like, let's say you don't critical, this one will give you more damage value, technically. But this critical would also be kind of nice. So, either one is fine. However, this extra shads is pretty nice, so I'd probably lean towards the hat a bit more. But, I'll show you guys next up here what I do think the next fire meta thing is going to be. So I was actually lucky to get the boots. Now personally, I think these boots are a direct upgrade. So you lose about 19 health, you gain a pip, which allows you to actually not pip fail on a fire. You'd have 99 pips with the meta fire build. Now you'll have 100, so you won't pip fail at all. Same resist, lose like 25 crit, which in the grand scheme of things, that's not really much. I'd really only be worried about losing crit if it's like 30, 40 plus. You gain 4 damage and 3 shads. So that's pretty cool. So I want you guys to think about this, right? How do you get your Dragoon piece? You do the hat, shoes, and amulet, right? But if you think about it, if you run these shoes, the Dragoon hat, the Guna theme, and the amulet, technically, yeah, you lose 2 from the Uber, but then you gain 4 boots, or sorry, 4 damage from this. You technically have better stats, literally. You have plus 2 damage from the prior meta build, which is live right now, and you don't pip fail. So yeah, I think these are going to be the meta fire boots for when Lemuria goes live. Again, so that would be the Goon hat, the Motorist robe, the Merciless shoes from the last boss of Lemuria, Exec wand or whatever, Guna theme, Goon amulets, Afro ring, typical pet, and like a clockwork courser. Next up, I got the theme. Now, when I saw this, I was like, holy crap, dude, this thing's insane. And yeah, to an extent, it is better, but you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to the details, boys. You get a tier, which is chill. You get a circle and circle, which is chill, but you actually lose a triangle, so you would give up perfect pips for this, for 1 damage, a bit more health. I do not think it's worth it, unfortunately, unless they somehow upgrade it a little bit. Then I did not get the ring, or sorry, the amulets, but I did get the ring actually. So this would be more of a PvE ring. I don't see anybody using this in PvP, unless you want to just absolutely pip fail all the time. But for PvE, I mean, honestly, this doesn't make sense because they don't want people to have a ton of damage like people do now. So if you're, a PvE nerd who doesn't care about running max damage and critical like I do, this ring is probably pretty solid. Your damage will be a bit lower, but it is intersected. You'll get more critical. You can, socket a critical as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. But yeah, guys, that's everything I got for the fire. We'll check out the Ice Wizard next. So my ice got the amulet, a theme, and the hat. Now, personally, I don't think this hat is worth it, because again, I said anything above 30, like 30 to 30 plus basically critical loss, in my opinion, is not worth it. So you actually lose 53 critical if you use this hat. Yeah, you get 5 more shads, which can be kind of nice. And you get the extra pip so you don't pip fail. But I don't know if that 4 extra damage is worth it. Maybe if you already run like a super low crit build, like 200, where it barely matters at all, maybe this will be your cup of tea. But then again, you would give up your set bonus and your Uber theme, so you're technically only be benefiting 2 more damage, which I don't think is worth it for 50 critical in my opinion. I also got this robe. It is, you know, not special at all. It's just the universal robe, I guess. I just thought I'd point it out. The health is decent, but you know, it's not good for PvP because the block is very low. The res is pretty low. The shads are pretty good, but not a good PvP robe, really. Then I got 2 of these themes. I can go ahead and sell one, but again, guys, don't be fooled by this. You know, there might be like other content creators out there who are like, oh my god, bro, like this theme is the best thing ever, bro. Oh my god, look at it. And you know, and they might not actually like be like, yo, there's a problem. There's no triangle socket. So you guys gotta, you know, pay attention to the details, boys. Pay attention to the details. Now I also got the 2 ice amulets as well. So compared to Goon, there it is. Personally, I don't think it's worth upgrading. Like, yeah, I guess if you compare Uber to this, you know, it's a bit better. But again, guys, pay attention, please. You do lose a health socket, which is basically 130 health. So, are you willing to give up 130 health basically for, what, how much more HP is that? 14, 22, that's like, what, 36 more health? You know, like if you subtract 36 from the health jewel that you actually put on the Uber, you still benefit more from using the Uber one, but you do lose 2 block, but I don't think 2 block is equivalent to that. So personally, I would stay with the Uber one if you have it. And yeah, that's what I got for the ice guys. We're gonna check out the next character. Actually, so I was just on my balance, and I just briefly wanted to go over the ones that get dropped here. Now personally, what I've noticed, I think, is maybe Merciless is more powerful than Malevolent, because I don't know why an ice would have almost the same damage as a storm. So I think Merciless is the better tier of stuff. Again, I could be wrong, but I think that's might be a trend. However, these are the couple of ones I got. Very minor upgrades compared to the fossil stuff. I do think it's better to probably just stay with your culture, stay with your set bonus, you know, rather than upgrading to this. But if you're a free-to-play player, this probably would be the next best thing you would want to use for, you know, PvE and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to check out any of these, just, you know, pause them, maybe compare them to your stats and stuff like that. Oh boy, wow, look at this loading screen in the middle of the video. Wow, okay, I see how it is. Okay, wasting my time, Liam. Okay, I see how it be, bro. Alright, so actually a couple of my wizards are not maxed on test realm because, you know, your boy is a grinder. He gets the maxes done in like 2 weeks. So some of them are not done, but I'm just gonna go over some stuff in the bank here. And personally, I know most of the Dragoon numbers off of my head because, you know, I'm a whiz dork, whiz head. But yeah, these are some of the decks I got. Again, I think Merciless is better than Malevolent, but do not quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. 61 crit is an upgrade from the exec deck. If Merciless is better, it'll probably be like 63. So if you're PvP head, I'll probably get the extra critical on the Merciless deck if there is one. Let's do, you know, something to note again, chat, is that it's triangle, not tier, right? So you can't get perfect stats if you give up the triangle stuff, right? So in my shared bank here, I have everything in here, everything else that I got. We have the life boots. The normal life boots give 30 damage, so you get 2 more shads, 2 more damage. I think you lose about 26 critical if I'm not wrong. And I'm thinking you gain 1 resist here, and you have the same pips with decent HP. So yeah, I think these are pretty solid in terms of giving up the set bonus. Probably not worth it, to be honest. Unless you use Goon Hat, but on a life and PvP, I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. Myth Boots, I believe Myth Boots give 32. I don't think there's any more than that, right? I think Myth is 32 or 34. Maybe 33. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna assume it's like 1 or 2 more. Also, a common trend is like it's always less critical with this stuff. So I think Myth loses like 20 for critical. You have about the same resist. I think you lose a bit of HP here actually. Same pips. 2 more shards with like 1 or 2 more damage basically. So not the best honestly for Myth in my opinion. I guess real quick I got these 2 things here as well. Also note again they're not merciless, so there are a tad bit better versions, but for example we looked at the ice ones. They're not better because they actually lose the tier socket. So even though they give the extra bit of HP, you're technically still gaining about 30, or not 30, sorry, like 80 to 90 more health by using the tier socket on the Uber. So I don't think the amulets are worth it personally. I have the Myth and Death Ring. I feel like these rings are actually better for the weaker schools than they are for the like your Storm and Fire, for example. So I think these might be worth upgrading to if you're anything but Storm and Fire for, you know, the Lemuria update. And yeah, guys, that's about everything I have for you. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and sub to it if you haven't already. I post daily Wiz videos, guys. This probably should be my last Lemuria video. I don't know. I didn't really put out as much as I wanted to, but at the same time, I wasn't really sure what I should focus on. I guess I could maybe look at some 5th age PvP for you guys, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, take care, guys.